All right, so let's talk about the tools I'm using for my home security. So the tools I'm choosing to use for home security, it's a little different than the video I did last week. I just covered the tools that you might find people using, most common stuff. Shotgun, rifle, pistol, I think that's what it was. The items I choose to use for myself is what I want to talk about. All right, so number one, I'm gonna have something very similar to my EDC, right? And that's a Glock 19 stock. What I mean by that is iron sights. These are not the stock iron sights. They're a little bit better. They're the steel ones that come with it, or Trijicon is something else I use. Big difference here is I'm gonna be using a white light on the home defense pistol. So I don't carry a white light like this Surefire here on my EDC, but I do have it on my bedside gun, right? The one I'm using for home defense. So that's the main difference. This is the 19X. This is a gun I like very much. It is it's a very good gun. I like it very much. If you shoot Glocks, I think you can appreciate this gun. If not, I don't know, try it. I think you'll not be disappointed. I match the ammo, same in the EDC. And why I do this is because I want similarities across, I don't want to jump platforms, right? I don't want it to be something different for this situation and something different for another situation. I want my pistol to work and function how I know them to work and function. And I practice with Glocks, my EDC or a Glock 17 or the 19X or even a 34, something like that. It's what I use. And in a home defense situation, I think it's very important that it's going to be as easy to navigate that situation you're in without throwing in different variables, right? Like a different gun for home defense. Something like if I threw in a 226 or something, cool gun, very awesome, but it's not something I'm using very often. So it makes sense to me to have it as similar to something else I'm using for another situation, right? So that covers the pistol side of it. The main go-to here is going to be something along these lines, right? I choose a rifle, M4, AR-15, full length. I don't have a problem with it being a full length. I don't need a 10.3 to run through my house. It's my house. I'm comfortable with it, and I'm comfortable with this gun. And I think that's what's important above all is your level of training, obviously, and then your level of comfortability with the tools you're choosing to use, right? Just because you get a new cool gun that you want to use for home defense doesn't mean you should maybe throw it into your plan until you've gotten comfortable with it, right? Manual of arms and all that stuff. Very important. I'm going to have a white light on here. I'm going to have a sling on here. I'm going to have a red dot on here. The sling, I think, is one of the most important things you can have on a rifle. It allows me to go hands-free. All right, I can take both these deals with me if I need to because of this sling. It allows me all that. So something very cheap that allows me to do a lot. Okay, white light, again, very important, obvious reasons. There's no reason you should have a home defense rifle without a white light on it, probably not even a rifle. You can put one on there, get one on there. That's my opinion, right? So, Aimpoint Pro. This is my choice because of battery life mostly. I'm very comfortable with it. I've used it a lot. I leave it in the on position and I can put it away and not have to worry about it. You compare that to something like an EOTech, which I like very much, and I have and I use different situations. I don't have to worry about turning this on. It's going to be ready to go right when I need it, okay? I'm not going to be waiting on the rifle. The rifle's going to be waiting on me, essentially. So You change the batteries out once a year or something. People do the smoke alarm thing, whatever. I check zeros on my stuff, so that's typically when I would change out the batteries if it needs it at that time. So, but this thing is gonna last. If I need to crank it down real quick, I can. I really like that it just is ready to go all the time. And that's why I choose this over the EOTech. You got to keep in mind, I'm with home defense, right? It's home defense. I'm in a defensive posture, right? So I don't want to go down a rabbit hole here, but with an EOTech, maybe better served for an offensive application where you get your gear ready and then go do what you go do versus, oh crap, I'm scrambling to get ready. And that's where I think this comes out on top. Again, my opinion, my house, that's how I want to run it. Okay? You do how you want to do it. Other than that, it's a pretty basic rifle. Nothing fancy. I did get the Midwest Industries rail. I love it. It's very, very good. It's very similar to the Bravo if you've ever used one of those. I have some Aero precision rails on other guns, and those seem to be real. They're bigger. They're thick, and I like it thin like this. It's what I like. It's a preference thing, you know, and that's important. You should set up your stuff to how you like to run it, what you practice with. If you've done any serious training, and you know, that's where you figure out these little details on what you like. Otherwise, it's just you think you like something until you've actually tried it, and then you're like, ah, yeah, I really do like this, and now I know why. It's not a big detail, but the Radian charging handles, these are the best. I got them on every gun that I have that I can put them on because they're just so damn good. They're probably my favorite upgrade. Not most necessary, but they're definitely one of my favorite upgrades to the AR platform. Ammo selection is a thing. You know, ammo, you gotta have it. It's something I don't want to give advice on. Do your research, find good ammunition. There's tons of good stuff out there, or was out there. Get what is gonna fit for your needs and put some of it through your firearms to make sure everything works good and you're comfortable with it and it's a good choice for you and what your situation dictates, right? Last piece of kit, gear, white light, handheld. I like to keep it with these two other items. And chances are also, I'm probably going to be keeping my EDC pistol with it too. I don't want to go into too much detail on how I keep things in my house, but the way I got it, chances are my EDC stuff will be parked next to my other things. You know, so I got some stuff ready to go. It gives me options, whatever might happen. Doubt it ever will, but you know, it pays to be ready. Also about that, the way you keep your things, be a responsible adult. Don't be the guy that ends up on the news, okay? There's too many accidents happening with firearms, and that's not what these things are for. They're not meant to be just toys and accidents. If you need to secure it, your lifestyle, your situation dictates you secure your firearms, secure them. If you don't need to, then don't. But what I do think you need to do is keep positive control of your stuff in your home. You know, I'm not telling anybody how to live, but live responsibly and don't let your stuff do more damage than good. That's what these are. These are tools to help you out in a bad situation, and that's all they are. So, you know, do it responsibly. Key thing is, know your equipment, I think. Use your equipment. Don't just read stuff on the internet or anything like that and be like, oh, I got something good. No, go out there and see what your equipment does. See how you function and interact with your equipment. Other than that, stay safe.